Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how I got this look using the Boxycharm Total Aficionado box. The Total Aficionado box is originally $99. I got it on sale for $69. Now these are all the products that you could have got in the box. There's 18 products, and in this video I'm using every single makeup related item. Now the box also included a nail cuticle oil and a perfume, which I did not use, but that was included in the box. For moisturizer, I'm using Clinique Moisture Surge 72-hour auto replenishing hydrator. Now for the first item out of the Boxycharm Best of Boxy box is the Cover FX Blurring Primer. And I'm just using this on my T-zone, which is my nose, my chin, and my forehead. Next, I am using a Smashbox Photo Finish So Chill Coconut Primer Water. For foundation, I'm using NYX Total Control Drop Foundation in the color Porcelain. I'm just applying this to my cheeks, a little bit on my forehead, my nose, and my chin. And I'm using a beauty blender to buff it all over my skin. For concealer, I'm using Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Full Coverage Concealer in the color Fair Neutral. And again, I'm just using a beauty blender to buff all of that out. For setting powder, I'm using Dermablend Professional Loose Setting Powder in Original Translucent. And I'm applying where I put the concealer. Next, I'm using Pretty Vulgar Translucent Setting Powder everywhere else in my face to give me that perfect matte finish. Next, I'm using the Aesthetica Total Face Brush along with the Benefit Halo Light Bronzer. This just warms up my skin a little bit since I'm so pale. Now the next product that I'm using that came out of the box is the Tarte Park Avenue Princess Chisel Palette, and I'm using the color Angle. I'm applying this in the same spots that I applied the Hoola Light Bronzer. Now I'm just blending both bronzers together. Now I'm just taking a fluffy brush and dusting away all that loose setting powder. Now in the box we got 4 highlighters. 2 are liquid, 1 is a cream, and 1 is a powder. Now the first highlighter that I'm using is by Galactic in the shade Moonlight, and I'm using the lighter shade and just dabbing it all over my cheekbones just to give me a soft, subtle glow. Next, I'm using the Tarteist Pro Glow liquid highlighter in the color Stunner, and I'm just dabbing this on top of the Galactic highlighter. Next, I'm using Cover FX glitter drops in the color Lunar, and I'm just dabbing a little bit everywhere, and the little bit goes a long way, so don't use too much. Alright, the last highlighter I'm using is the Naked Cosmetics Holographic Highlighter Collection Palette, and I'm using the beautiful orangey looking shade, and I'm just putting this a little bit on my temples above my eyebrows just to give me an all-around glow. For eyeshadow primer, I'm using the Luscious Angel Eyes Eyeshadow Primer Base in the color Nude. And I'm just applying this all over my lids to give me a good base to work with. Now in the Best of Boxy box, we got 3 eyeshadow palettes. And I'm going to use some products from each and every palette. The first palette I'm using is by Cargo Cosmetics, and it is the Nude Beach Eyeshadow Palette, and I'm using this very plain pinky nude color to put all over my lid to give me a nice, even out look. Alright, next in the box we got 3 eyeshadow brushes by Alamar Cosmetics called the Ojito brushes, and I'm using the Crown Pro palette. And I'm using this nice warm brown shade and applying it in my crease just to give me a warmed up look. Next, I'm using the Nightingale Pretty Vulgar eyeshadow palette in the color Swoop, which is a deep, warm, dark brown, which I am just applying in my crease over that last shade from the Crown Pro palette, just giving me a darker, deeper, smoky looking eye. I'm going back to the Cargo Cosmetics palette, and I'm using this dark brown right in the middle, and I'm applying this on my under lash line. I'm staying in the same palette, and I'm using this pink shimmer shade, and I'm applying it on the inner corner to the middle of my eyelid just to give me a little shimmer and just to make the look pop. Going back in with the same palette with that darker color again, and I'm just blending it all together to make sure everything is just smooth and blended as nicely as I can get it. Next, I'm using Benefit Cosmetics Goof Proof Pencil in shade 3, and I'm just going to be outlining and filling in my brows just a little bit, not going too crazy, but just giving my brows a fuller look. I'm using the Ico London Skinny Liquid Black Eyeliner and just giving myself some winged eyeliner. I'm applying the Lashaholic Instaglam Lashes. Next, I'm using the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara, just blending my real lashes in with the fake lashes. In the box, we got two lip colors. The first one I'm using is Kat Von D Everlasting Lipstick in the color Sanctuary. Next, I'm using a DC New York liquid lipstick in the color Hot Cocoa. Last but not least, I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. And this is the look. Thanks so much for watching.